Kathy, you've got a fabulous layout here, and I'm looking at all these different little pockets of plantings and herbage. Explain to me what these are.
Well, these are our herbal theme gardens here at Erins Meadow Herb Farm. And actually, each garden is dedicated to an herbal theme. It's really a fun garden, a fun way to plant and create an herb garden in your backyard.
Right, and this one is called Moonlight Garden.
These are the herbs that simmer and shine in the moonlight. They're usually silver foliaged, white foliage herbs. So if the moon is bright, they just glow.
You get the shimmer.
They just glow.
Beautiful, beautiful. This one here?
Let's see, this one is Russian sage.
Russian sage.
And
see, it's a much different leaf shape than the sage we're used to.
Absolutely. Russian sage is actually it's got the same smell.
Yes, it does.
And it's a common name for this plant, but it's not culinary. It just smells like it.
Don't eat
it. Don't eat this one.
This is a type of sage too, I'm thinking.
This is actually a horehound.
A horehound.
This is a horehound. This is a rare plant called silver horehound.
Really?
And it's unusual in its leaf shape and color.
And does horehound come in any color other than silver?
Actually, it does. It
really?
Actually does. The common horehound has a greener leaf. So this one is a silvery foliage with a white flower. It's really beautiful and rare.
Well, I see that is the common thread through all of it. It's all got that silvery finish to it, all the plants in this section here.
Exactly.
Now, this next one here really intrigues me. Let's go have a look at it. It's got those nice tall...
Beautiful.
So I'm looking at all these here. A lot of flowering stuff here now.
Isn't this a beautiful garden? And this garden really demonstrates the beauty and the color of herb plants. This is our flowering herb garden, and it just displays the many colors that an herb garden can give you in your landscape. You know, a lot of people think herbs are green little plants that don't do anything, but many of them have a lot of ornamental value. And this garden is an example of that.
Now, these guys are real pretty with these little yellow flowers. And what are they?
This is a type of salvia. Again, this is a rare yellow flowering salvia. You know, most salvias or sages are blue and purple.
Yes.
This one is Salvia glutinosa, and it's a very rare plant that has these yellow flowers. So isn't that pretty? I think anybody would love that mixed in with their perennials.
These I recognize. These are cone flowers.
This is the cone flower.
And the big bumblebees are loving them.
They love them. Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of nectar going on there. Now, rosemary and lavender must be related because they're they look so alike. They're very close in scent.
Well, as plants are categorized, you have varieties, species, genuses, and then family. That's how you categorize a plant. They're only related in the top tier, in the family.
Really?
They're in a huge family of plants known as the mint family. They're not mints, but it's that mint family.
Really?
So this is rosemary. This is lavendula. Rosemary is rosmarinus. So two different genuses.
Really?
But the same family. The one tier up from the genus is the family. So they are related.
They sure look a lot alike.
And rosemary is to the soul what lavender is to the spirit.
See, I knew they were related. They had to be. They're like first cousins. And these guys right here with the bright yellow finish?
This is kind of an example of just the beautiful foliage of herbs. This will flower with a white flower, but this is ornamental golden oregano.
Oh, really?
So it's an oregano.
Wow, I've not seen that before. Now, can you cook with this?
This one is for looks, but not for cooks.
Okay, I like that. Looks, no cooks. All right, now, I'm looking at this garden right here, a medicinal herb garden.
Let's go check it out.
All right, Kathy, this is the one that interests me greatly as well. Now, this is your medicinal herb garden area. And of course, the one thing I do know is we were using herbs for medicines and homeopathy, that type of thing, long before we were even cooking with them.
Long, long before. And perhaps the human race wouldn't be here without the healing plants of our earth. And this garden represents that. There's so much interest now in using herbs for health and healing. And this demonstrates herbs that you can grow in your own backyard that maybe you can make into a tea, a salve, a poultice. Very easy to grow, very, very effective as well. And so this garden demonstrates those herbs.
Let's go through some of them. Now this looks to me, to my eye, like sage. Am I wrong?
You're right.
Ta-da, I'm right.
You're
Finally,
right.
I'm right.
You got one. Yes, this is called a Bergarten sage, and as we were talking about the salvias before. Even your common cooking sage like the Bergarten had its early uses as medicine. So that's why sage is in this garden. This is an interesting plant. This is the common soapwort.
Yes.
This is the plant that you can use the root to lather up and clean with. And so ancient people actually used, this was a form of soap suds.
Really?
For ancient people. And this is a very rare and unusual plant to find, the common soapwort. Here we have yarrow, which is a wound treatment.
What do? They like a salve on an open wound?
Exactly. It stops bleeding and is healing to the skin. It has other uses as well. And this is a native plant to East Tennessee.
Really?
The Indians of this area have used it for centuries in healing.
I should grow this outside my kitchen for all the times I cut my fingers.
Good idea.
What's this fella here in the back?
Now, this one is tansy, and it's not blooming now, but it has an interesting yellow button flower on it. Looks like a little yellow button. And this is a repelling plant. This plant repels ants from your yard and your home and your garden, and so we included that because it's a good plant to have around to keep ants out of your house.
Sure, great. What else do we have?
Well, probably one of the most popular healing herbs is the comfrey, and that's this large plant here.
This guy right here.
This one truly is a wound healer, and it has a chemical in it called allantin. And this chemical actually binds cells together.
Oh, I see.
And
so it helps the healing.
Exactly. And this one is very, very popular now to make salves and poultices and other preparations.
Excellent, excellent. Now this one has a beautiful little flower on it, unusual looking one. What is that?
This one is the cigar plant, and it's actually here for its ornamental value.
It's really pretty.
It has some historical uses in healing as well.
And this way you don't damage the plant in any way doing this.
Right. No, actually it just makes it branch out and do better. And if we wanted to, we could add lemon and the pineapple, the little variegated one there, but we won't. We'll just make it orange mint, so keep it simple for people.
That little guy's, that's variegated mint?
Mm-hmm. Variegated
pineapple mint.
Pineapple mint. So
does it have an actual pineapple taste?
It actually does.
Really?
It's pretty mild, but it still does taste like pineapple. Let's see what else. Get this big one. That ought to do it.
I think so.
Okay.
That's looking good. We got some little friends along
for the
ride.
He's fixing to be boiled alive.
Well, Kathy, you have all these gorgeous herbs here, absolutely beautiful, and there's just acres and acres of them in here. But I'm looking at your facility. Gorgeous facility. You must be doing cooking classes or something back in here.
We are. What a great kitchen classroom we have here at our herb farm. And this is a wonderful space to learn about cooking with fresh herbs, to learn about herbal medicine or crafting or aromatherapy. This space will hold quite a few students.
Yeah.
And we've had some wonderful instructors here. And by the way, I'd like to invite you to come and be an instructor here at Erin's Meadow Herb Farm.
Try and stop me.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
I'll do it. I'm in. Count me in.
Great. It's lemon verbena.
Oh, that's verbena, of course. Yes, we used to make ice cream out of this.
Oh, that's fantastic. Native to Australia, so not winter hardy here in East Tennessee, but yet
grows great in Michigan.
Amazing. Oh, it does? Does it live through the winter there?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think it would. And then, of course, this is the herb of the year.
Nothing lives through the winter.
No, nothing.
This is bay.
This
is
your
look
bay
at
leaf.
that. Sure is.
Yep, isn't that fantastic?
I've never seen it that small before.
And
planted in such a small. It's usually in the tree, isn't it?
Trees, exactly. Now this is only sort of hardy here in East Tennessee.
I imagine.
But I always tell people bay is one of the only fresh herbs that goes into cooking early and simmers and boils to release that flavor.
You take it out before you serve, so it doesn't cut your tongue off.
Yeah, my mother was always, watch out for the bay leaf, watch out for the bay leaf. But you could ingest it, it's not poisonous.
Yeah, it's just it's sharp.
Yeah,
the leaf is
chunky. Yeah. But you can tell.
But if you can get through that,
it's delicious.
It's like eating Japanese blowfish. Yeah, if it doesn't kill you, you're gonna love it.
Well, just feeling the leaf, you can tell that why it needs to be simmered for so long because it's so thick, and I bet those oils are slow to come out. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it really is. But so we had bay creme brulee one time from a chef. Oh, it's fantastic.
Well, that's one of the oldest cooking herbs there is right there. I mean, it's in every recipe you'll see, no matter how old, has got bay leaf.
Yeah.